Hey everybody, my name is Kids Coding and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be learning about the third way we can express colors in HTML, and that is called RGB values. If you don't know what RGB stands for, it stands for red, green, and blue values. So if you didn't know already, colors make a combination of red, blue, and green. Every RGB value contains 3 numbers. They just contain these 3 numbers. And the max number of these values is 255, and then the lowest number is 0. So here is how we would express them. First we would say RGB, and then we would say something like 255, 0, 0. That is how we would do an RGB value. So when all the values are 255, then that basically is white. When all 3 numbers are 255, that's white. When all 3 values are 0, then the color is black. So it's just 3 of the minimum values, 3 of the maximum values. When all 3 of them are the maximum value, it's white. When all 3 are the minimum value, it's black. So, and then shades of gray are there when all 3 numbers are the same value. So let me demonstrate. So let's start off with the style. And then let's do paragraph. Let's do that. And then let's say we do background color. Let's say we do what's a good background color? Okay, let's do RGB. And then let's say we can do something like, let's say we do 255, 255, 255. If you don't know already, like I mentioned, that is just simply black. So you won't, I mean, that's not black, that's white. So that is just simply white, and you won't see anything. So let's say we do P, and then let's say we do, no, we're not doing HTML, let's do my name. Or let's just do the color name. Okay, and then let's end it, and then let's save that, and then let's come over here and reload it. And as you see, it just gives the text because the background color is RGB 255, 255, 255, and in other words, that is white. So if I make this 0, and then I'll make this 0, and then that will just pretty much be black. You can use the shorthand property, but I haven't like completely memorized it yet, so that's why I'm not doing it, but I just prefer using the selector method. So then from here we can reload it, and we see that it is black, but the default text is black, so we can change that by doing color. We can simply do white, or if we wanted, we can do the RGB value of white, which is 255, 255, 255. And I think we are good to go from there. Let's reload it. Okay. What did I do wrong? Oh, right there. And then there, we got it. So that is just pretty much how that works. So those are black and white once again. Black is when all of them are the minimum value, which is 0. White is when all 3 numbers are the maximum value, which is white. Okay, anyway, 2 videos recording same day. Okay, anyway, so then we got something a little bit unique and interesting. It's called the shades of gray. So usually shades of gray happen whenever all 3 are the same number. So we said that white was all 255 and black was all 0. So if we did something like 70, 70, 70. Let's make that Now how about this? I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna add a heading 1, and I'm gonna do it. I should use the shorthand property, and like I literally forgot it. So like I'm just gonna have to go with this for now, and I think we are good from there. Let me just space these out. Okay, and I think that's good. Let's save it, and let's reload it. And as you see, that's just what happens. It's just several different shades of gray. Let me get rid of the text. Okay, how about this? Let me do a body, and then let me do a paragraph, and then end it, and then an H1, and then end it. Let's end it from there, and then let's see if that works. Okay, that doesn't. I'm just gonna make it like that and see what happens. Nope. Okay, I guess we're probably going to have to add HTML because that's like the only way the CSS will work. So let's say we do something, let's just copy and paste this. So if you didn't know already, this is an alternative. I prefer just doing the name of it, but these are several other ways you can do it if you cannot do the name. But that's pretty rare, and you probably will be able to just simply use the color name. And then let me end it from there. This should work. Yep, it does work. But somehow they're kind of the same. But I think you kind of get the gist. If they're all the same number, then they're sort of a shade of gray. So yeah, once again, shades of gray are when all three numbers all three numbers are the same. So that was pretty much it for RGB values. We then have something called RGBA values. RGBA values are just basically RGB values, but with a twist. Because the A means kind of something a little bit different. So the R obviously stands for red. The G obviously stands for the green. The B stands for the blue. And then the A stands for alpha. Alpha determines how transparent the color is. So and the minimum number for the alpha starts with 0. And then the maximum number of the value is 1. So it just pretty much goes from 0 to 1. The closer the number is to 0, the more transparent it is. The closer it is to 1, then the less transparent it is. So let's say I had something like, let's say I'm going to go with my favorite color, 25500. If you don't know, that's red. So let's go with that. Let me get rid of that. And then let's say we do 1. Okay, and then let's save that from there, and then let's reload it. Okay, that's why. So that is just pretty much what it is. It's red. So then we can simply change it up a little bit. Let's say we wanted it red because red is like really, really bright. And let's say we wanted it like a little bit more transparent. So let's say we go with 0.8. Let's save it. What did I do wrong? Okay, I'll be right back and I'll find out what happened. Okay guys, so I made a really stupid mistake, which was right here. So I just found out that you're supposed to put the A in RGBA right there, like that. So that was just a simple, stupid, dumb mistake. I should have known that. But yeah, anyway, it should work now. So let's save it and then let's reload. Well, you kind of had a sneak peek already of what that was gonna look like. But if you didn't, then that's just pretty much it. That is 1. So I said that 0 was the minimum and 1 was the maximum, which is true. So 1 is just pretty much already the default color. If we reduce it to 0.6, then what will happen is that the color will get a little bit lighter. So like I said, the closer the number gets to 0, the more transparent it becomes. The more closer it gets to 1, then the less transparent it becomes. So let's say I made it 0.4. And as you see, it's going to get lighter and lighter each time. When I make it 0.2, and then we finally get to a point where it's 0. And 0 is just simply going to make it white. So that was pretty much RGBA values. Once again, the alpha determines the transparency of the colors. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new and if you enjoyed the video. Check out my website at kidscoding.com, and I'll see you all next time.